It's day 2 of an overcast day. We've had rain overnight. I'm very happy. And this morning, it's downright chilly. I'm headed over to the blueberry bushes to see if I can snag a few blueberries. It's been raining and they were ripening. They had gotten ripe. I'd actually harvested quite a few of them. And with all this rain, I don't want the sugar level to drop. The blueberry bushes that are under the netting are the ones that I planted in the fall of 2021, and this is their second season of bearing fruit. They bore a little bit last year and more this year. These blueberries are the ones that I planted this spring. And so altogether, I'll have 8 bushes that will grow in 2 lines. I want to talk a little bit about how and why I've set them up in 2 rows in this way. And it's really all about the netting. I want to be able to take netting for birds and insects on and off very, very quickly. These are very large pieces of netting, insect netting, and I want to be able to use them for my blueberries and then quickly move them to my blackberries. And so I have them set up in a way that I can do a couple of things. First off, if I ever need to fence off this area quickly, I can easily do that. That would be for prevention of deer primarily. Secondly, I can just put some posts in the ground quickly and then put the netting right over that, like I've done for these. So that's my thinking. I did a video earlier in the spring about how I planted these blueberries. I followed the recommendations of the people up at a company called Edible Landscaping, which is near me. It's up in Afton, Virginia. In this area, blueberries are problematic because our soil is so dense clay. And so what they recommended at planting was to, first off, plant the plants above the regular soil line, to build up the planting area by putting in shredded, they emphasized shredded, pine bark mulch mixed into the soil. For this area, they did not recommend putting in compost. I asked. They said, no, just take your native soil, mix it in with a bag for each plant, a bag of the pine bark mulch, mound that up, and then plant your plant into that. The reason, they explained, is that blueberries have relatively shallow root systems, and you don't want them to go way down deep. Wow, look at the wind. It's very, very breezy. All right, this blueberry plant I have been harvesting for a good while, but ooh, you just want to pull them off. The ones, they'll just come right off in your hand when they're ready. I'm not sure these will even make it back into the house. Do I have to share? It's going to be delicious. Oh, yum. Oh, look how plump this one is. As I said, I have been harvesting these for about 2 weeks now. Each plant comes in at a different rate. And I have, I think, 4 different varieties of blueberries growing down in my patch now. I planted these in 2021 in the fall. And so 2022 was their first year. And I got a few blueberries last year. This year, definitely a noticeable better harvest. And hopefully in the years to come, it'll get more and more and more. Not enough to make a pie yet at once, but I think in a few years' time, these bushes will be yielding so much more. Whoops, that one fell right off. Definitely ripe. You can pick them when they're smaller like this, but it's really better to wait until they just get plump and they just want to, that one's tugging. So I'm not going to pick that one. It would be okay, but it would not be perfect. And I'm really out for kind of perfection today on these blueberries since I don't have a ton of them. So here's my little harvest for the morning, and we'll be having those with some of my homemade yogurt. As I mentioned earlier, I can't believe I'm wearing this sweater in the middle of June. And I'm going to go now and see what else we can harvest from the garden in this break between the raindrops. So the rain got me, but I still got a couple things. Thanks for watching today. Happy gardening. Bye.